Good afternoon, Wellness for Warriors. This is Samantha coming to you. We're going to go over just a few benefits of painting therapy, part 1 for Wellness for Warriors at Cox Health. This was going to be something they were going to start exploring back in the spring of 2020, but unfortunately, we all know what happened in the spring of 2020, and we're still in recovery from that as a society. So with that said, we're going to move forward into the new way of learning with the benefits of painting therapy part 1. Okay, painting can improve your concentration, and that is your focus, your ability to stay on task. That is finishing the task right the first time. With painting, because you're having to use so many physical senses and emotional senses, that you actually help improve your focus for your everyday life. I've noticed that I write better for my educational papers. I catch mistakes at work better because I've painted and I've relaxed. Just overall, I focus better. My children who have started painting as well, one of them makes the dean list at one of their colleges, and the other one makes the dean list because they take the time to improve their focus by not worrying about education, but worry about themselves and improving themselves through the use of painting therapy. Sharpen fine motor skills. I am an education major, so this is something that we use daily with children who struggle with using hand and eye coordination. Painting requires a lot of your brain and your physical motion to be in sync with each other and to be working as a team. Just because it's a different part doesn't mean it can't work with the other part. When we hold a paintbrush, we're having to use our sharp and fine motor skills because we're concentrating on making that brush stroke with that tone of paint to make our picture two-dimensional on the canvas. Whether it's watercolor, oil, or acrylic painting that we're doing, we're trying to bring some depth to it. In order to do that, we have to use our sharp and fine motor skills to correctly apply the paint to what we're doing. And if you are in your mid-life area or you're approaching your what we call the elderly phase of your lifespan, which by the way starts a little bit earlier than any of us want to admit, this is a great way to keep our skills up on top of things so that we can be high performing and actually be healthy by not losing any function of our fine motor skills. All right, my little froggy saying, don't worry, be happy, relax. Yes, painting is an amazing way to relax. It doesn't involve anyone touching you if you're sensitive to touching. If you're not one to like white noise, if you're not anyone to like doing yoga, you find it hard to move, this is a great way to relax because you're not worried about anybody but what you're working on. For me, people notice the difference when I have or have not painted. I notice the difference when I'm allowed to actually do something positively constructive through painting. As someone who deals with multiple forms of disability in her household, we are all needing ways to relax, and painting was one of our outlets that we have found to be successful to relax and to have actually leads to better communication, believe it or not. The next slide that we are going to discuss is extremely important today's time and atmosphere. Painting actually improves knowledge of other cultures and being sensitive to those cultures within the American melting pot. In America, we've had multiple cultures from all around the world come and migrate to America. We have places called Little Italy, Little Spain, Little Puerto Rico. And I'm leaving some other cultures out, and I do apologize. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I'm just trying to refer and give off the top of my head examples of those cultures. In the summer of 2020, I'm going to make it brief, we had positive, peaceful demonstrations, and we had non-positive, non-peaceful demonstrations because those areas in the country were not being sensitive to other cultures and the dynamics that make up those communities. Painting lets you explore those cultures without being insensitive. You learn about how color is used, how texture is used, how the way they organize their houses or their workspaces is a part of their culture. And here in America, we are trying to be more sensitive to cultures. So to paint means that you're going to expand your knowledge on those cultures. And if you are a frontline worker, if you are military personnel, if you are a first responder, or even a teacher, having expanded knowledge of different cultures can make you a better teacher, a better responder, and know how to be a peacemaker in certain situations involving two different cultures. Because one culture might be offended by another by the way they are behaving, and it is just the way their culture is. For me, my knowledge of certain cultures definitely has helped me be more people sensitive, I guess I could say. I know I'm using the word sensitive a lot, but working in the field I do of education and the medical field, I have to be sensitive and almost to the point of being OCD about it, because I don't know what that person or student is walking through that day, but if I know about their culture, of their home, about their community, and about their friends, I can be more sensitive to what is going on in their lives. And as human beings, we want to be more kind. We want to be more compassionate. And I do apologize for my communication skills today. And exploring those cultures through painting is essential. With that said, I'm going to sign off for this proportion of the painting therapy benefits. Just know that we love you. We're here for you guys. Reach out. Let us know if there is something particular that you want to go over or have shown on a certain subject, and we will do our best to help you and get it up on YouTube so that you can share it with other people and show them that it is doable and affordable for whatever they're trying to do. You guys have a great week, and we'll catch you later.